cousin pulled out that knife, he was in fear for his life. My question is, why would y'all drive 3 hours to come pick this boy up, to meet his family, to do something? What, y'all tried to rob him? What, y'all thought it was a sweet?
Leave on his own. He would have been called his mom.
Do you think he was harmed?
I don't know. I don't want to answer that one.
Sent a text to my sister saying, help me. Not only did he send a text message to one person, he sent it to my sister, my sister's other sister, and my sister's father. So Gio sent it to his mother, his grandfather, and his other aunt. No one's just gonna send text messages saying, help me. That's just, it doesn't work like that. And then they just go missing and then, oh, he's a runaway. Like,
we just want him back. He's a baby.
Manatee County Sheriff's Office says evidence shows the body found in a pond in Bradenton yesterday is that of 18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier. This was the teen who went missing while on vacation here last week.
Just 4 months after turning 18, Giovanni made a decision that would forever change his life. He told his mother, Bridget, that he wanted to reconnect with his dad's side of the family, craving the culture and background she couldn't give him. Giovanni's mom says she's Italian and Puerto Rican, while Giovanni's dad is African American, and that's a culture that Giovanni always craved. Giovanni was born in Florida, where his dad's side of the family lived, and stayed there until he was about 4 years old. He then moved with his mom to North Carolina, becoming the oldest of Bridget's 5 children. By all accounts, Giovanni seemed happy. He had graduated high school, he had a girlfriend who thought the world of him, and his mom's side of the family loved him tremendously. Even with a stable home and a strong bond with his mom's fiance, a man you'll hear from later in this story, Giovanni still longed for a connection with his dad's side of the family and the African American culture he felt was missing from his life. Now, before his family even left for Florida, Giovanni joined a group chat with some of his relatives on his dad's side. Through these conversations, he arranged for 3 cousins on his dad's side to pick him up from Inglewood, Florida, where he would be staying with his mom's sibling and his mom's fiance. Now, according to an exclusive off-camera interview that his mom did with People magazines, she did have reservations about him going alone, but because she trusted her son, she went ahead and allowed him to go, and considering the fact that he had recently turned 18, so she wanted to allow him some freedom. Now, fast forward to the road trip. His family traveled from North Carolina to Florida. Now, once they arrived to Florida, Giovanni's decision to connect with his dad's side of the family ultimately cost him his life. But how and why remains unclear. See, in the early morning hours of August the 1st, around 1:30 a.m., 3 male cousins from Giovanni's dad's side showed up to pick him up. Now, his stepfather, who you'll hear from later, confirms he did see the cousins arrive. So there could be no questions that Giovanni did get in the car and he did leave with them that night. Now, keep in mind that Giovanni, although prior to him arriving in Florida, he had been communicating with his cousins in a group chat, he had never actually saw these cousins in person. So this would be the first time that he would get to see them, hang out with them, and he was really excited. So within 26 minutes of him leaving with the cousins, Giovanni allegedly texted his mom twice. One of the messages reading, "Mom, help." Now, he later called her at 1:56 a.m., FaceTimed her a minute later, and when she didn't answer, he texted his aunt and his grandpa. Now, here's where things get interesting. Despite Giovanni getting picked up and being in the car and attempting to call his mom, and then sent a text message within 1 minute of calling her saying, "Mom, help," if there was something going on in the car, Bridget says that it took one of the cousins that were in the car, it took that cousin nearly an hour to even call her. Now, his grandfather, Giovanni's grandfather on his dad's side, did attempt to reach out to Bridget. And he left a message and he let Bridget know that there had been an altercation. Something had happened. But the cousins who had been in the car, it took them nearly an hour to even call Bridget. So Bridget believes that if something was going on in the car, because according to the cousin, what he would later tell Bridget is that Giovanni started acting erratic. They had smoked some marijuana. He started acting erratic. There was an altercation. Giovanni pulled out a weapon, and because he pulled out that weapon, they managed to get it away from him, and then Giovanni took off running. So you're going to hear a Facebook Live that was done by one of his family members on his dad's side, and then you're going to hear his family member on his mom's side. Now, the dad side, the family member that was on the Facebook Live, she has since deleted the Facebook. Now, the live that took place, the family believes that she deleted it because she said too much information. And you'll get to hear that for yourself. For 7 days, Giovanni's mom's side of the family searched for him nonstop. They organized search teams, covered ground, and kept looking for any sign of him. But here's what stood out to them. Giovanni's dad's side of the family didn't participate in the search at all, and you're going to hear more about that later. So according to Bridget's family, the dad's side kept saying that Giovanni had run off. That was the story that they were sticking to, and that's the version they seem to be telling everyone. So after days of not being able to find Giovanni, the family did eventually offer a $10,000 reward. And it states that the family of the missing North Carolina team who disappeared while vacationing with his family in Inglewood on August the 1st is offering a reward of $10,000 to any tips that could lead to the arrest and conviction of whoever is responsible for his disappearance. Now, meanwhile, his cousin described the anguish she had been feeling ever since he went missing. Now, you will also notice that his same cousin, she went on to state, I can't eat, I can't sleep. And she was telling the news that it was becoming hard on the family, but they kept going out to look for him. So she made a status and she said, reward increased. We are now offering a $10,000 reward for any tip that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person or people responsible for my cousin Giovanni's disappearance. Even a location of where he is. Please, if you know anything, speak up. You can stay anonymous. Our family just wants justice. Now, keep in mind that the family was not buying the dad's side of the family story that Giovanni had run off, because they said that was out of character for him. In fact, someone shared a post that was connected to the family and said, it's been 4 days since he's been missing. He would have been called his mom or somebody. No food, no water. Where could he be? Now, his same cousin, she then makes a status and she says, you don't leave someone on the side of the road and think nobody's going to say anything. Giovanni is missing and we know y'all aren't telling the full truth. And she was referring to his dad's side of the family. His phone was found thrown down the highway, and now nobody's seen or heard from him since. We will not stay quiet. If you did something to him, we're coming for you. This family don't play about ours. You will be found, you will be exposed, and justice will be served. Now, the same cousin, his family has been very vocal in saying that they do not believe that authorities responded to Giovanni being missing accordingly because Giovanni was 18. So someone made a status and they just called out the sheriff and said that it wasn't right what was being done and that it's going to come back to them, you know, what you do to others. Now, Giovanni's cousin, the same cousin, she shares it and she says, what do you got to say? Called my phone to tell me that the boys, which was his cousin, they have been telling the sheriffs their versions of events and yada yada. For not even 3 hours later, you calling my phone to tell me my cousin is dead in a pond. Whole police system is messed up. I hate everyone right now, real stuff. So his cousin was just expressing her frustration over the police telling her that the cousins were cooperating, giving them the information. And you'll hear from the sheriffs, and the family was saying they didn't believe it. They didn't believe the cousins' versions of event, because if the cousins had traveled 3 hours to pick up Giovanni, and once they got there, if he immediately started acting strange, his family immediate question was, why would you leave him on the side of the road? How did his phone get left behind? And then they end up tracking it, because according to the family, he wouldn't have left his phone. He was a teenager. He had a girlfriend.
Yesterday is that of 18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier. This was the teen who went missing while on vacation here last week. ABC Action News reporter Annette Gutierrez is here with the latest.
A missing person case has turned into a death investigation. Giovanni's family made a post confirming the body found yesterday is him. And so did this group, We Are the Essentials. You can see their Facebook post has thousands of views, with many people wanting to know the update on this missing teen. And again, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is calling this a preliminary identification of Giovanni, saying there's enough evidence on scene that leads investigators to believe the body found yesterday is him. But they were waiting on an autopsy to confirm this, which is scheduled to happen tomorrow. Family, friends, and community members all came together to search for Giovanni, who went missing almost a week ago while visiting family in Charlotte County. We Are the Essentials, a nonprofit of private investigators who helps search for missing people, took on the case. They tell us while the family has some sense of closure, this is not the outcome they wanted.
This is devastating. This family's been through a lot the past week. I guess it's, they have some closure at this time. Obviously, now the why is what they're wondering.
Okay, so you just heard the news. Unfortunately, they did find his body, and they're waiting for the official medical examination report so that they can figure out the cause of death. Now I'm going to play this news clip because it has his aunt in there from his mom's side of the family. And immediately after that, I'm going to play a couple of videos because the family is not convinced, as I said earlier, that there was not foul play involved, or that the cousins should not be considered suspects. So listen to this.
Mom, help. An ominous text message that has a local family fearing the worst after a Fuquay-Varina teen vanished while visiting family in Florida.
And it's been about a week now, and family tell me that Gio Pelletier is very close with his mother, which makes this all the more concerning that the last time she had a message from him was about a week ago with that ominous text message.
The ask is simple for the Pelletier family.
We just want him home. That's the end goal here.
But there are few answers at this point for his Aunt Desiree. Last Friday, while in Florida on vacation, Gio Pelletier went to hang out with some of his cousins. It was very early in the morning, about 1:30 a.m. Desiree says they had just arrived after a long road trip from North Carolina.
It was a later time. And somewhere along the drive between, 20 to 25 minutes, the text came out to my sister.
Mom, help. An urgent plea his mom and other family members missed as they were asleep.
What was he feeling in that moment? And that's why we're just so terrified, and we want to find him. We want him home.
Gio's cousins told the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office he was acting erratically before exiting the vehicle and walking away. But the family questions their account, saying one gave a fake name to law enforcement, and they changed their story about what happened. But especially because Gio left a bag and his phone behind on the side of the road with the lasting image of that final text message.
Him saying help is not, that's not normal. No one can convince our family differently, and especially my sister, that something is wrong, something happened.
Nothing's making sense. None of us can sleep long enough, eat, do anything. I know this is hurting my sister. Please share it. There's $1,000 reward for any information that is vital on his whereabouts, anything that can be useful. If you hear anything, it will remain anonymous. Just please, And one of the guys who said his name was Zach, I'll post right here in front of my screen. We ended up finding out his name was not Zach. He gave a fake name. None of it feels good. None of it feels right. We just want him back. He's a baby.
So you're telling me my nephew's missing and we get a jeans video from Brevard County Sheriff's Office? Because that's going to help find my nephew? And not to mention that most news sources and things aren't getting the coverage of, he sent a text to my sister saying help me. Not only did he send a text message to one person, he sent it to my sister, my sister's other sister, and my sister's father. So Gio sent it to his mother, his grandfather, and his other aunt. No one's just gonna send text messages saying help me. That's just, it doesn't work like that. And then they just go missing and then, oh, he's a runaway. Like, we just want him home. And another thing that people are, I know that have some concerns about, they keep asking, why are we searching in Mims? Why Brevard County if he was over here? Because they are from Mims in Brevard County, and we are trying to cover the area. We are trying to cover all possibilities. We are trying to get, if it was your kid, you would be ripping up the ground. You would be tearing apart buildings. I mean, seriously, there's no questioning why we're doing what we're doing. We're looking every single where and every possibility, because no second needs to be wasted. Our family is grateful and thankful for everybody who, between drones, dogs, taking the time off of work just to come over here, people leaving states to come over here, people doing everything and absolutely that they can, donating water, snacks, passing them out. I mean, every single thing, news coverage, you just sharing this story, you just getting his face out there, that is literally, you are a part of the help. So my family is grateful, and we thank
Okay, so you just heard the news clip, which provides insight to the fact that Giovanni and his mother was very close, and that he wouldn't have just taken off, even if there was an altercation between him and his three cousins, and if he felt outnumbered, he still would not have been in contact with his mother. Now, of course, we know now his body has been found. They're waiting for the medical examination report so that they can determine the cause of death. But additionally, you heard the clip from his aunt where she's stating that when he left with his cousin and what the cousins told them, they don't believe that. Now, part of this too is because one of the cousins, as you heard in the follow-up video that she did, allegedly gave a false name to the police. So when the police went to him, according to the aunt, the cousin did not give his real name at all. Now, I'm going to play the press conference from the sheriff's office, but I'm playing all this so that you can know why his family don't necessarily trust what the sheriff is saying about the cousins, okay? Now, let's shift to the cousin that he was with that night. There's a criminal report that's going around from the police department related to this cousin. Now, in August of 2023, it's related that the same cousin one of the cousins who was in the car was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a firearm and criminal mischief. According to the report, during an argument, that cousin allegedly pointed a handgun at a man, threatened him, and slammed the front door so violently that it caused $5,000 worth of damages. Officers recovered the weapon and promptly arrested him. Now, the family is saying that, now, of course, I want to say that this is public information, so I'm not showing anything that shouldn't be shown here on YouTube. But the family is saying that this same cousin who has this criminal record, according to the family, is the same cousin who allegedly gave the police a fake name. So drop your comments below. I know it's a lot to keep up with. Keep in mind that, like I said, his body has been have been found. They're waiting on the medical examination report to come in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip from Giovanni's mother. Now, keep in mind, you did hear that the family is not happy with the investigation. You heard that from his aunt, but his mother, she also has done a Facebook status. And in the Facebook status that she did, it stated that my son was recently found, that this is after she found out that he was found, which she made this post yesterday, which the date of this recording is August the 10th, 2025. So she made this she made this post on August the 9th of 2025. And she states, my son was recently found after a desperate search by our family alone, and we are still facing an active investigation into his death. I am living every parent's nightmare, trying to find the strength to give him the goodbye he deserves. We request that you please respect our privacy at this time as we try to navigate this for his 4 younger siblings. Now, in addition to this, she made a post just today, which is August the 10th of 2025, and she wanted to reinforce that the police didn't find my baby. The investigators didn't find my baby. The dogs didn't even. The helicopters, didn't. Stop spreading lies. You have no idea. We found my baby, and I will never be the same. So it's very heartbreaking, and this is what his mom just shared, on her social media in regards to this. Now, of course, everyone wants to know, where is his biological dad? There's been reports that he's currently in prison, serving a prison sentence, but that hasn't been confirmed. But that is currently what is going around. Now, a friend of Giovanni's aunt on his dad's side, okay, so his dad's sister, her best friend, shared a post on Facebook. And what she said was, we all pray. She reshared Giovanni's mom's post, the one that I just read that said, my son was recently found. And she reshared it. And she said, we all pray for Giovanni to be found alive, but that's not the case. Y'all can delete me. I don't care. My best friend still lost a nephew, and I'm praying for both sides of Gio's family. No mother thinks about burying their child or children ever. So this is what the best friend wrote. Now his aunt, again, which is on his dad's side, she followed up and she said, I feel the pain for my brother, and we was excited for him to come here. And then the friend replies that, I know it's been too long since y'all seen and hugged him. Gio is up there with beautiful angels. Now keep in mind that this is his dad's side of the family that's replying and said that they were excited for him to come. But keep this in mind as you listen to the live at the end of this video. Now, another one of his relatives from his dad's side, they also made a status. And in this status that they made, they said, rich, rising, beautiful energy. I'm just saying, I wish and hope my nephew is found and safe. But for the people in the back, first of all, it's already hard enough that our families got a lot of dysfunctional things that we both know we all could have worked on when it came to how to handle this. And before it got to this, while my nephew might feel like forget everybody and is possibly scared and confused, but that don't mean my side of the family did something wrong because he hasn't been found. I understand everybody demands answers and want him to be found. I'm sorry, he may have made a mistake there. I request my family to continue to not be fighting on this app, but for the people who got something to say, when I know personally half of y'all don't mess with us, or 2 just want something to say because it's some BS for everybody. I know that's on my page. Respectfully, let everything take its course because God got a plan for everybody. Good morning, everybody. Be positive and have a blessed day. Praying that my nephew is safe and made it home. Now, keep in mind, this is from his father's side of the family, and this was 5 days ago. So this was prior to his body being found, and he shared a picture that is of Gio and him when Gio was younger, okay?
Who he had just met for the first time.
He texted me and some other family members, and You know, he's not a kid that wants to stress you out for no reason. He's not a kid that wants to bring up a problem. You know, he'll try to figure out everything else on his own before he brings it to you as an issue.
And again, deputies have not identified his remains, only that they appear to be of a male.
Okay, so you just heard Giovanni's mom, the news clip. And the significance there is that she said he is not the type of person that wants to call you for no reason. He's not going to stress you out. He doesn't like to bring up a problem. That's just how he is. So the fact that he called her less than 30 minutes after leaving, then attempted to FaceTime her, then sent her a text message that said, "Mom, help," then tried calling other family members. She said that lets her know that something was wrong, and because he normally tries to solve problems on his own. So he was looking forward to this. He was really excited. He was wanting to reconnect with his biological dad side of the family. And unfortunately, after reconnecting with his biological dad side of the family, within 30 minutes, something happened that tragically ended his life. Now, of course, we're still waiting to find out his cause of death, but we know his body was found where his cell phone was found. And you're going to hear from his cousin that talks about the cell phone and the trucker, because his biological dad side of the family is raising concerns, but you're going to hear that. Now, there was this post that was made by his grandmother, and what she said, and this is when he was missing for 72 hours. She said, "It has been 72 hours since he texts Mom. Mom, help me. Lord, I am coming to you with everything in me. Please help us. We won't stop. 143 Gio." Of course, love Gio. Now, his cousin, who you're going to hear from, she also made a status, and what she says was, "Gio, TT will always love you. I'm sorry this happened to you. I swear you didn't deserve this." And you also heard her in the beginning. So this is the cousin that you heard in the beginning, and this is the cousin that you're going to hear from shortly. Then she said, "Keep the false narratives." This was made yesterday after Gio's body was discovered. She said, "Keep the false narratives and gossip to a minimum. I'm ready to take it there with whoever. We will get justice and we will find out exactly what happened to my cousin." She tagged his mom and she said, "I got you forever." Then it was also, the father side. The reason why she made this is because, again, the father side, they're making statuses and they're saying that he ran off, that they don't know what happened to him, that he took off. There was an altercation. He was upset. He was acting strange, that he had a knife. And they're saying, what would you have done? So someone that's connected to the dad's side made a status, and she said, and this was before his body was found. So I want to be clear to let you guys know, and this is from the same person post that I just read. She's the best friend of one of the aunts, from his dad's side. She said, "Y'all remember when Mama, Grandma used to stand on the porch and yell your name, telling you to get your butt home? We need someone to go down there and yell, 'Gio, get your butt home.' Call or reach out to someone." And she tagged Gio in there, with the hashtag. And then she was replying to some comments, and she said, "I really don't know what to say, as I haven't experienced as much hurt as she has." And then someone said, "Just hug her. There's no words that can be said," shaking my head. So the significance here is that the mom side is saying, even if the dad side is saying that they picked him up, an altercation happened, and that he took off running, by now he would have had called his mom. So, but now we know his body is found. So they're saying from the initial story being told, they never trusted it. The father's side has stuck to something happened. He took off, and after he took off, then something must have happened from there, because they're not to blame and they've been cleared. Now I'm going to play this clip from the stepfather.
We're understanding that it's possible the law enforcement may be pulling some resources soon.
Jeremy Brown is his stepfather, but has always been more of a father figure to the teen. He was one of the ones that saw him off for his trip with his cousins.
He had his backpack on, just in the house, just sitting by the door, almost like a kid waiting to go to kindergarten. I mean, it was just, he was smiling and just so happy to be able to go meet up with and kind of rekindle anything from his father's side of it.
Yeah, that's right. She's a part of an organization that has been searching for him, and we're also hearing from his family tonight as the search continues. A private investigator says 18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier's mom received a concerning text from him shortly after he got in the car with his cousins. It said, "Mom, help me."
And he had his backpack on, just in the house, just sitting by the door, almost like a kid waiting to go to kindergarten. I mean, he was smiling and just so happy to be able to go meet up with and kind of rekindle anything from his father's side of the family.
According to investigators with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office in Florida, his cousins said he was acting erratically before leaving the car and walking away on Interstate 75.
The past 7 days has been just there's been nothing else in my life. It's been the scariest time I've ever had in my whole life.
The private investigator says his cell phone and backpack were found in that area in Manatee County.
That's why we are so dire right now for just trying to determine the location where Giovanni exited the vehicle. If we knew that information, we could find him.
CBS 17 spoke with his neighbors today who say they are praying he is located safely.
It's kind of surprising because they're right next door. When somebody disappears like that and there's, there might be some problem with it, that's, you feel for the people and you wish them well and wish them the best.
Mom, help.
Deputies say Giovanni and his cousins headed north on I-75 when the cousins state he, quote, suddenly began to act erratically, left the car and walked off. His mom has been worried since.
She is out every day until dark with her feet on the ground, searching everywhere she can think of. She is strong, she's determined. This is her child, this is her baby. And she's going to go to the ends of the earth to find him and get answers, and she's not going to quit.
Multiple law enforcement agencies have since been involved with the hope of returning Giovanni, described as smart, kind, and full of life, home safely. Now, we also heard from Giovanni's mom, who told People magazine that they've been trying to call him, reach him through FaceTime as well, but they ended up finding his phone and his backpack near where he was last seen. Dave.
Boy, this has been agonizing for the family, Miguel. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office released some details about the body found in the area.
Yeah, they are conducting a death investigation. They cannot confirm if this is tied to Giovanni Pelletier, only that the body they found is confirmed or likely suspected to be a male. We did get an update from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. They say in their search they've used live scents, canines, and also aviation units.
Okay, so you just heard from the stepfather, and then you also heard about the search efforts that they were doing. I wanted to play that because the family has stated that the sheriff's office has been lackluster in their attempts. So you're going to hear from one of the counties that spoke with the cousins. Okay. Now, before we get into that, there's been questions about the father and where is he at. And like I mentioned earlier, there were rumors that were going around. I did find a post from the father's sister. Now, some online things that have been said was the father, is he not involved? Where is he at? Is he incarcerated? And then they said, I read that the natural father is incarcerated. I've only seen photos of the mom and the fiance and the family photo, but they look happy, healthy family. The 4 siblings have to deal with a lot, because of this tragic loss. So let's continue to keep the families in our prayers as this moves forward, and hopefully they have more answers. Now, moving forward, the father's sister, she made a post, the biological father, okay? She made a post and she said, praying for my nephew and his family. This can't be right. Something is off for sure. Free my big brother ASAP, man. So she's alleging that that's her brother and that she says that something is not right. So this would be her family, or should be her family, if she is the biological sister, unless they could potentially have different parents. But anyways, moving forward, someone else says, now keep in mind that this same sister here was arguing with the cousin who you're going to hear in the live. And one of Giovanni's aunts, she made a status and she said, come on, man, we are both his aunts. Never have you ever been there for my nephew. I'm so tired of this. My sister doesn't get to hear his voice again. Touch her son for a hug. None of that. Selfish to say. Everything was ugly the moment this happened. He's gone and we will forever hurt over this, especially my sister. Like, why is his dad's side of the family acting like this? Giovanni is gone, man. So she confirms that this is Giovanni's aunt on his dad's side, and she tells them, she's trying to do some type of a peace offering, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I want to just get with each of you. We've had a lot of questions about our agency's involvement in Giovanni Pelletier, the missing person out of Charlotte County. First thing I want to clarify is we are not the lead agency on this investigation. Charlotte County is the lead agency on this investigation. There are some parts of it that dip into Manatee County, but the only connection to Brevard County is that the 3 young men that went over to Sarasota County are from Brevard County. There's no indication whatsoever, no evidence, no indication in any capacity that Giovanni Pelletier ever came to Brevard County. In fact, just the opposite. Things that this time demonstrate that he was not here. So our agency has been involved. We were reached out for by the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, asked to go interview the 3 young men that were over in their county that had picked Giovanni up. We sent, when they first called, it was August 1st, and our deputies went out, talked to one of the individuals, conveyed back to Charlotte County what information they had developed. The following day, information started to spread on social media, misinformation, I should say. A lot of it was spread on social media. And Charlotte County asked us to go out and check on a car that had, according to what was being said on social media, had been part of this. The car was at a salvage yard. Our team went out, and the car was not part of this. It had completely no connection to this. In fact, everything that we could tell from looking at the vehicle, it hadn't moved in a substantial amount of time. The brake pads were all rusted. Everything, the car had not moved. So, but as part of our assistance with them, as part of us offering any resources to them we could, we actually sent agents to go interview the 3 young men. We've not only interviewed them, we've interviewed other members of the family. We've also recovered the actual vehicle that was that the boys were driving, and that vehicle, the family gave it to us, said, take it, do whatever you need to do with it. We did. We took it, and we had our crime scene team go through it and reported back to Charlotte County that there was no evidence of any type of wrongdoing that was part of it. So, as you guys have probably seen in some of the stuff going on, some of the news reports, some of his items, a backpack, a school bag, and a telephone were found on the interstate over in Manatee County, I believe it was. But there's nothing to indicate he ever came to Brevard County. In fact, just the opposite from the witness statements that we've had and any evidence that Charlotte County's been able to collect. So we continue to offer our assistance to them. We will, as always, be great partners. Some people have asked, why aren't you guys out searching for him? There is no place to search. There's nothing that would say, go look in this specific area. The only reason that some people were looking on the road they were looking on and had organized a search party is because of the misinformation about the car at the salvage yard being on that. That was all erroneous. None of it was factual. And so there's no place that would clue us in and say, put a search party here. Clearly, knowing us as everybody does, if we had even the slightest of information that said he was at this location or that, we would be out there organizing everything and putting together. So our resources continue to be available to them. Our resources continue to help in any way we can. But the investigation is Charlotte County's, and we stand by to assist them. So I'll answer any questions you guys might have.
I don't know if you can answer this, Sheriff, but I'll ask it anyway. It's been a week since this young man disappeared. Have there been any sightings? Has there been, any
Yeah.
substantial leads that you're aware of?
To my knowledge, there's not been any sightings, certainly none that I've been made aware of. I can tell you that a lot of information has come in. In fact, that's one of the things that we would ask. There was something went out that said, if you have information, call your local law enforcement agency. I think the better path to protecting the integrity of the information is to contact the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office and speak directly with the agents or investigators that are working this case. Because, you know, if you're calling an agency in Brunswick, Georgia, for example, and giving them information, something's going to get lost in the translation. So the best point of contact is the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
Did you also learn about the last text his family says that he sent? It said something along the lines of, "Help me, Mom."
I've been made aware of that, but I haven't seen it. I don't know the relevance of it in you know, the context of it, I should say.
If you spoke to the 3 other people in the vehicle as well, does their story match what Charlotte County says they said?
So from what I can tell you, well, we did the interview of them. So what I can tell you is that everyone we have interviewed, their story is consistent throughout. Not just the 3 boys, but also family members, timeline, everything else seems to be consistent with their story.
Even if there is no foul play, how can someone disappear? Is there any explanation for that in this day?
So, I mean, obviously, you know, there's certainly great concern for this young man's safety, especially as time goes on. So someone disappearing just off the face of the earth is very difficult to do. You know, what was going on in the car, what we've been told is he was acting kind of out of control and things, but to just, you know, not know where he's at this point, hopefully some type of evidence is going to lead us to that point. All right.
Any cell phone records to track his movements? If there was a call or a text, are you able to pinpoint?
So Charlotte County has that part of the investigation. Obviously, you know, if we're conducting an investigation, we'll just say in a general format, we would be looking at cell phone records. We would be looking at any type of video cameras at businesses, anything of that nature in the area. I don't want to try and get too much in the weeds on their case to protect the integrity of it. I wanted to kind of touch on what we've done, but certainly if it was a case that we were working in a different, that would be the things we'd be looking at.
Assuming you're looking at him, there's no ties to the county with that.
So everything that they have conveyed to us on their investigative leads, everything that our own interviews and investigative leads have shown, there's no ties that brought him to Brevard County.
Should the other 3 people have not let him get out of that car?
I wasn't there, so I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they felt their safety was at risk. I don't know. I wasn't there for that part of it. I can only tell you what we were told. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so drop your comments and let me know, what are your thoughts about this? Because one of the questions that were posed to the sheriff is, should the other 3 people, which would have been his cousin, not have allowed him to get out the car? And what the sheriff said is he don't know. He wasn't there. So he can't say what should have took place. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm about to play the live. And this is Giovanni's biological cousin on his mother's side, and she went live, but I also want you guys to know that she is in a car, which you'll see, and she has his cousin from his dad's side. She pulls up the live from the cousin on the dad's side because the live has been subsequently deleted or made private, according to the family. She pulls up her live and she's watching her live and responding to it. Now, you can hear some of what the cousin is saying, but you can't really make out all of it as far as the cousin on the dad's side, but you can hear the cousin on the mom's side. But before we get into that, there was some additional messages here, and what it said was, this is the cousin that you're about to hear from, okay? So she's arguing with the biological dad with his sister. And the biological dad's sister says, I don't care how nobody feel about nothing. Anybody feel any kind of way from form, shape, fashion, don't hesitate to hit my inbox and we can get this popping. We are nowhere near. And my brother said what he said. Y'all really, truly need to go heal and plan my nephew's funeral. Focus on that before stuff really get ugly on my soul. So this is what the biological dad, his sister, said. And then in response, the cousin said, it been got ugly when the cousins picked my cousin up. So what's up? And then the aunt, well, the cousin, which is on the mother's side, I'm sorry about that. She said, "You don't care about your nephew? Don't worry. A funeral none of you people can come to. Gone lay my boy to rest good since your family failed him." So that's what they said. And then there was another comment. She said, the brother's sister, the biological, not the brother, the father's sister. She wanted to make it clear, this is not about my nephew. This is about my brother. Everybody's hurting. And it's not our fault he wasn't around. I'm protecting my brother. He didn't say anything wrong. Everybody ganging up on him. I said what I said. And that's what his sister said. Now, keep in mind, there's been so many comments. Someone said, I'm 100% sure he didn't just take off. And I'm 100% sure they did something to him. We're going to get to the very bottom of this. Whoever don't like it, forget whoever don't like it. Let's find him. Now, he's been found. Now, what are your thoughts about this situation? You have Gio, who was 18 years old. He waited until he was 18. He wanted to explore his roots on his African American side of the family, that culture. He let his mom know. His mom was hesitant. She allowed him to go. 1:30 in the morning, his cousin comes and pick him up. By 1:59, somewhere along that time, he is reaching out to his mother and he is telling her that he needs help. So many are saying, why pick him up just to do something to him? Now, on the other side, you're going to hear from the cousin on the biological side. And what she says is that he shouldn't have pulled out a knife, and that if anyone pulls out, any type of weapon, and if someone feels that they're in danger, then they don't have to tolerate that. And that's why they left him. And whatever happened from there, they're saying they are not responsible. So what are your thoughts? I'm interested in hearing that. Please don't forget to like the video. And if you appreciate the content, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And I'm going to go ahead and play this. Have a good day.
Anonymous tips to check this road.
That's why this search party set out on Hammock Road in Mims searching for signs.
My cousin Giovanni was missing for almost 4 days now, and we just want him to come home.
I'm live. Since I ain't got this girl as a friend, we finna talk like this. What's the missing pieces? No, you ain't.
What fucking concern have you shown, bitch? Any of y'all?
And then she talking about, are y'all on the way to go to the search party? Bitch, duh. We on the way. What's up? Oh, no, she said, are you, she said, oh, are you on the way?
She said she on the way. What's up?
I'm not on the way. What's up? No, and then after that, she said, are you on the way? Can you turn it up? I got you, cuz. No.
So, bitch, you basically saying you know something.
He knows something, they're just not saying
So
it.
you know he got kicked out of the car. Man, in his
Talking about you got to go. It's 3 niggas against 1 person. Bitch, and if I want to pull out a knife, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. It's 3 people. So then what?
What you finna do? She's literally pretty much.
Hush.
Basic.
So you basically saying that the niggas killed my cousin because he pulled a knife out. Basically, that's what you're saying. I sure am. I ain't in the e-fault thing. No, my Facebook friends seeing this girl go live. They ain't picking on shit, because we just literally listening. She basically answered all the questions. Thank you. Thank you. Why the fuck would y'all? Cause that ain't the case. See, he would have did that. Cause that ain't the case. He would have did that. Dumbass girl. He would have did that. He would have did that. Somebody gonna hear me. Somebody's gonna hear me. He would have did that. If y'all was about to exit and the 7-Eleven, the gas station was right there, he would have called his mama. So that ain't the truth. Talk again. So she basically saying he pulled a knife out on the boys' teeth. Yes. They're basically saying they got into an altercation. He pulled a knife out on the boys. And they let him out the car. Man, but how they got the knife? The boys got the knife. Come on, it's not making sense. The police got the knife now. But bitch, they went back to Mims with that knife. So what? So what? Like, I'm confused. I'm so confused. If he pulled the knife out, how y'all niggas got the knife? If he pulled the knife out on them, how did they get the knife from him? All right, babe. Can you hush, please? Can you please hush? No, I'm not hanging shit up. Stop telling me to hang it up. Talking about you got to get out my car. I'm just going live showing her live. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm just literally showing what her dumb ass is saying. I'm not saying nothing. Yes. Why would he text 3 people help? Like, come on, make it make sense. And since I got more views than you, little mama, we don't know what the Ruben dude talking about. Bitch. Next. We don't know him. Fuck, write him on his inbox, because we don't fucking know him. He's just seeing everybody sharing this shit on Facebook. He's seeing what's going on, so he's putting his 2 cents in and trying to piece it together and be an investigator. We don't know what the fuck he doing. Sorry, cousin. And Bridget on there talking about what the fuck is this? Girl, a bunch of bullshit. Just listen. She telling on the boys, thank you. Look, she telling the story again. Her husband did. Bitch. So what? Bridget already on here. No, they're not.
Your mama didn't even come outside. But they don't know that Bridget was out sleeping.
Yeah, do they know what time that they came to pick them up? She don't. So exactly. Yeah, 70. And I got 107. So what? Bridget say, who is this? I want to see this live. Lady Nisha on Facebook. That's her name, cousin. Oh, Peanut, you don't see his screen recording up there? Stop playing. It's screen recorded right up there. They dumb. It doesn't matter. This shit is live, bitch. Police can down and see this shit. What the fuck is y'all saying? The police can see it. Can y'all hush so my life can hear her?
So you trying to tell me if you picking up somebody and they pull a knife out on you, you go hand them their stuff?
This bitch is dumb. Bridget, I couldn't see it either. That's why I went for my phone. So y'all can see it. That's why, Bridget. Look, somebody said literally the police right on here watching. Thank you. We're going to find him, Marla. Damn. Don't speak. The shit in the police hands, boo. It ain't in our hands. The shit is... That's Bridget. I know I did. No, y'all acting like y'all detectives. The fuck, bitch, we just trying to find our cousin. That's all we care about. We trying to find our cousin. Why the fuck she ain't gonna talk to the police? Talking about hoes out like they detectives. Nah, bitch, y'all acting like y'all detectives. Yep. Both. Lean said, motherfucker ain't just pulling out no knife for no reason. Y'all was already doing some shit, boy. Way in the middle of nowhere on his phone, somewhere in y'all car. Come on, bro. Bitch, we been called Circle K, where they supposedly said, bitch, we done did all this. What you think, this shit play, bitch? This shit dead for real. Don't say who on live saying something. Cause they don't even need to say too much. Keep the joint. Yet have said nothing. Thank you, Miley. No, babe, I don't hit the joint. So why you gotta lie, bitch? So why you gotta lie, bitch? Come on, it ain't nothing to say. Why you gotta lie, bitch? Why the fuck are you live then?
Fuck up, man. One of your people missing, you do the same. Shut up.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Can someone send my cousin on here, Bridget Pelletier, this girl name?
No, it's crazy.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't get that shit.
My bad. My sister. I did not know you spoke that. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, they having a search party. What's up? Y'all want to slide? Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Do you even know where it's at? Now is not the right time to troll, to be honest. The fuck? How retarded they is, bitch? My cousin, bitch. Thank you, Peanut. The police need to question her since she got all the answers. Bitch, we out here suited up. Bitch, going to look for my cousin. Fuck you talking about, hoe? Y'all said talking about he missing and y'all said talking about he ran away and shit. Bitch. Somebody said it's a smirk on her face. Arrest every damn body involved. Thank you. Bitch, we called the Circle K. They ain't coming to help, Celine, though. They ain't coming to help.
More.
It's buffering. I don't know. With a smile, bitch. Somebody said to be smiling this soon and don't even know how this gonna play out for the kids is crazy. He had his phone to text his mom. Then all of a sudden the phone ended up in the book bag. None of that shit adds up regardless. Like, what point is she trying to make? Acting like she was there or something. Thank you. Lies, because they lied. Them kids can't. She fought. Not her bitch ass finna get questioned. Because it happened so far away from Brevard. It's just like taking a minute for Brevard to act, which we don't know why. We done tagged everybody. We done did everything. Brevard is acting, but you know how Brevard is. Girl. If he ran away, why would he let it get this far? It's been 3 days, man. They need to be under the jail. Come on. She going to jail anyways for her dumb ass going live. She telling she got too much information that we don't know. She steady stressing if somebody was in the car with y'all and pulled a knife, what would y'all do? Why he pulled that knife out? What did them 3 boys do to him to make him feel like he had to pull his fucking knife out? Me personally, I'm gonna take him back to his mama. Cause baby, you don't need to be outside. I'm gonna take him back to his mama. Y'all was 10 minutes away from the mama house, bitch. Why y'all ain't take him back if he was tripping? He probably like, this bed too much for me. This too much. Take me back home. Why y'all ain't take him back home? The more she talk, the more she telling. Thank you. Thank you. Them jits don't fuck off. We heard them jits do shit all the time. From what we heard. Shit. So if my cousin pulled out a knife, bitch, he was in fear for his motherfucking life. Know that. If my cousin pulled out that knife, he was in fear for his life. My question is, why would y'all drive 3 hours to come pick this boy up, to meet his family, to do something? What, y'all tried to rob him? What, y'all thought it was a sweet lick? Like, I'm confused. Those boys know something. Go to every news station, call them, and make them put the story out. We done did that. Nobody is responding. And smiling online. Bitch, you got a smirk on your face online. What? That was a setup because that ain't making sense. They had ill intentions from the start.
Pre-motherfucking meditated.
Premeditated. 'Bitch. 'Cause 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 No, no, it ain't. Shit, they got that. Don't they got the boys' phones?
Nothing, they can't delete shit.
Only if they talked about it. And they probably did. Or if one of the three tell on themselves. Okay, so this case closed. We still hoping for the best, and we is hoping. Mm-hmm. All right, Trill. Well, who car they was in? Who would let them get their car? Who car they was in? The mama car. Ashley. They was in the mama car. That car is seized. Yeah, Trill on the way. Them jets soft as fuck. LOL, you heard wrong. I must have heard wrong, CT, because they say these boys pick and choose. They pick and motherfucking choose. Ain't no way I'm gonna put my people out on the highway. I don't care if we fist fight, pull over fight, get in the car and let's go home. Thank you. But why would they was trying to jump him or something and he pulled out his knife. They jumped him, they did something and he pulled out his knife. But what I don't understand is why did they take the knife back to Mims? But the police got it now, but why did they you feel me? It's just so weird. And they got both, right?
He's talking like y'all the fucking hood detectives over here. He don't even want your face coaching us. Why you act like they don't know you are fucking people and you not with your bitch? Like you ain't never not with your bitch. Fuck out my face. What?
Y'all is literally any nigga from Mims I run across, I'ma slap the shit out of you, and it's whatever after that.
No, if that's what
that's what Trill said.
That too, but first they're going to jail.
Trill, shut up, please. This motherfucker talking about I don't give a fuck if you 10 years old.
Nah, you tripping.
Yes, it's hush. It's okay. It's cool. And listen again. We gonna get to the bottom of it. We about to pray that Gio is somewhere alive. We don't care if he hurt. Just alive, breathing. I don't understand why they took the phone if they know he's far from home. Like, damn, y'all already put him out too, but take his phone? Right. Take his phone and the knife. On I-75, if y'all know I-75, bitch, it's dark as hell. Oncoming traffic. The traffic don't stop on I-75. How is his backpack and his phone found, but not him? My sister want her son back.
Edit the video, cut it into
Get on the ground. Why not something around? Go get my sister up and tell her what happened. Go wake her up. Saying she didn't come out when you guys picked him up. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. Out here trying to put a bad name on my sister. My sister should never have to feel unsafe when Gio was with his family. Make this shit make sense. Thank you, Desi. Thank you. Exactly. And when that trucker, I see it's a lot of people confused about the trucker dude picking up the bag. He was on the side of the road, sleep. And when he woke up, he seen that bag. But he didn't know that Gio's phone was in there with the location. So they knew exactly where to go get his bag from. You feel me? So they went to go get the bag and the phone. Because the dude was just like, it was a spray ground backpack. He just thought it was a nice backpack and he picked it up. He didn't know Geo phone was in there following the location and all that. They found that fucking backpack. And if he was here, he would have still been there. Exactly. All right, Trill. Well, who car they was in? Who would let them get their car? Who car they was in? The mama car. Ashley. They was in the mama car. That car is seized.
Trill on the way?
Yeah, Trill on the way.
Who he come with, right? He come with, right?
Them jets soft as fuck. LOL, you heard wrong. I must have heard wrong, CT, cause they say these boys pick and choose. They pick and motherfucking choose. Ain't no way I'm gonna put my people out on the highway. I don't care if we fist fight, pull over, fight, get in the car, and let's go home. Thank you. But why would they was gonna jump him or something? And he pulled out his knife. They jumped him. They did something, and he pulled out his knife. But what I don't understand is why did they take the knife back to Mims? But the police got it now. But why did they You feel me? It's just so weird.
Two knives on him though, so let me just.
And they got both, right?
That's why I said let me just set the fuck out. Making a little comment and they gave back the comment up, they gave James comment back. He talking like y'all the fucking hood detectives over here.
He don't even want you to say it.
Coaching us. Why you act like they don't know you are fucking people and you not with your bitch? Like you ain't never not with your bitch. Fuck out my face. What? Man.
Y'all is literally any nigga from Mims I run across, I'ma slap the shit out of you, and it's whatever after that.
No, if they that's what Trill
that's what Trill said.
Morgan fucking hoes are going to jail. That too, but first they're going to jail.
Trill, shut up, please. This motherfucker talking about I don't give a fuck if you 10 years old.
Nah, you tripping.
Yes, just hush. It's okay. It's cool. Hey, listen again. We gonna get to the bottom of it. We about to pray that Gio is somewhere alive.
Hurt, just alive.
We don't care if he hurt, just alive, breathing. I don't understand why they took the phone if they know he far from home. Like, damn, y'all already put him out too, but take his phone? Right. Take his phone and the knife. On I-75, if y'all know I-75, bitch, it's dark as hell. Oncoming traffic. The traffic don't stop on I-75. How is his backpack and his phone found, but not him? My sister want her son back.
Edit the video, cut it into like.
Get on the ground. Why not on the ground? Go get my sister up and tell her what happened. Go wake her up. Saying she didn't come out when you guys picked him up. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. Out here trying to put a bad name on my sister. My sister should never have to feel unsafe when Gio was with his family. Make this shit make sense. Thank you, Desi. Thank you.
I keep just going straight right here.
Exactly. And when that trucker, I see it's a lot of people confused about the trucker dude picking up the bag. He was on the side of the road, sleep. And when he woke up, he seen that bag. But he didn't know that Gio phone was in there with the location. So they knew exactly where to go get his bag from. You feel me? So they went to go get the bag and the phone. Because the dude was just like, it was a spray ground backpack. He just thought it was a nice backpack and he picked it up. He didn't know Gio phone was in there following the location and all that. They found that fucking backpack.
fuck up. I mean, Steve.
And if he was here, he would have still been there. Exactly.